We're live.
Hello.
Hello, Matt.
Hello. Now, this is a slightly different show we're doing this week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So basically, I think I'm ready for a song.
Okay. So normally when I do this show, I play a song for somebody. You don't play, so maybe I've got to play the song for you myself.
Well, it's your song that you've chosen for yourself.
You're
Because
not
today,
supposed
my
to-
friend, is all about you.
You're not supposed to know what the song is.
I don't know what the song is.
So there we go. It's just going to be the chorus. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. There you go.
Marvellous. Well done, Ashley. Well done. So, yes, welcome along then to today's 15 Minutes Behind the Profile. We have switched the tables today. Ashley has very lovely man that he is asked me to actually set him the questions, which he normally sets to everybody else. So,
Absolutely,
shall we get started?
Yeah. So
Are
I'm
you
not
ready?
I'm not nervous at all. No.
So, first of all, then, why did you choose that song?
So I chose that song because that is a song that I wrote. Okay, and it's a happy song, and I call it Full Cup because I always look at life as your cup's always half full, and it's just a good, fun song, and always gets everybody, just singing along with it. So that's why I chose that song, and I love it, and it's mine. So no one's going to turn around to me and say, hang on, you haven't got the rights for that. So there you go.
So any musical stuff coming up on LinkedIn, anything like that ever again, you can use that and it's yours, which is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Right then, time for me to start asking you some questions. People, if you please do make sure you leave some comments in there. If you've got any questions for Ashley as well, we'll try and squeeze them in if we can. But let's get cracking straight away. First question then is, how long have you been on LinkedIn?
I have been on LinkedIn since April 2010. So what's that, 11 and a half years?
Yes, it is. Yes.
I've got pants younger than that. No, older than that. I don't know. But yeah, quite a while, matey. Quite a while.
And do you use other social media fairly regularly?
Right. So LinkedIn had this feature called Stories. So I was going on every day and doing a little video, and then they've pulled it. And the whole idea of doing the little video every day was just to give me a little bit more confidence to doing videos. And so now I use Instagram stories and I go live every morning. And so yeah, I do that every day. I do a little bit on Facebook for my music, but no, I'm here on LinkedIn. This is where I love it.
So what is it about LinkedIn that you like the most then?
Oh, that's a great question. It's well,
it's your question.
Look at all the people on the call. Okay, so that just shows how lovely LinkedIn is, and I've met some incredible people. I've introduced incredible people to other incredible people just because of being on LinkedIn. So yeah, that is why I love it. And all the people that have put comments up already are all down to me being on LinkedIn.
Yeah, hello to Izzy and Duncan and Michael and Natasha and Odessa. It's fantastic to have you on. I see the questions coming in quickly, though. There's loads of LinkedIn experts, Ashley. Why do you think you are a LinkedIn expert?
That wasn't one of the questions. Okay, so that's a good question because I don't actually see myself as a LinkedIn expert. Okay. I know a lot about LinkedIn, but my workshop is all about getting you to love LinkedIn. So I'm an expert at getting you excited. I'm an expert at getting you loving stuff. I'm an expert of motivating you. I'm an expert at getting you excited about stuff. So that's what I would say. So yeah, maybe I am an expert, but there's other people that do LinkedIn training, but I don't think they do it with the fun and the mischief that I do. So I suppose that's what makes me different.
There's more to you than just LinkedIn, definitely.
Absolutely.
So how often do you post your own content? Back to your questions.
Absolutely, every single day. But I'm always thinking about it. And because I'm always commenting, I'm always thinking, right, I want to do this, and so I've got ideas, and then sometimes I'll be having a chat with somebody. So the other day, for example, I was having a chat with someone and made me think about something else. So I posted that. I just posted what we were chatting about. Obviously, left all the names out and goodness knows what else, but it was of that time. It was of that moment. And so yeah, I do post every day, and I always post first thing in the morning because that's how it fits in with my day.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there that say, oh, you have to post on Tuesday at 2:00 because that's the best time. I just do it. I do it so that it's done. And what happens is people are used to seeing my posts at those times, so they'll look then, or they'll know where to find it when they get on LinkedIn. So
exactly.
but I think the thing that I'm doing is being consistent.
Excellent. This is a silly question. Do you get business as a result of your activity on LinkedIn?
I certainly do. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I call it an incredible platform, because as you know, I've recently set up my business with no money. And so I haven't got huge marketing budgets and stuff like that. So I've done it all on LinkedIn. So yeah, my business is growing because of LinkedIn.
And we just need to say that I've purposely made my lighting look atrocious to make you look fantastic. Okay, so let's just leave it there and move on. Next section then is a bit more about you. This is the stuff that I think people are really interested to find out about, Ashley. What do you do? I'll say that I'm a link. What is it that you do? You do more than LinkedIn, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah, predominantly, I am an enabler of people. Okay, I want to help people get to where they want to be. I had a chat this morning, right, with somebody that I've known for ages. They're a significant other of somebody else that I know, and they messaged me out of the blue because of what they've been seeing me doing on LinkedIn. And so, like, why did you set your business up? How do I set my business up? And just chatting to them, it was just, I was like, oh, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I was just giving this person so much more confidence to believe in themselves. So I think that's what I do. It's not that I've got a method for making loads of money or a method for doing something really quick and easy. I think I just hear what people are saying and can empathize with them and then put it back to them in a language that we both understand. So more an enabler, I think, and help giving people confidence. So that's what I do. Obviously, I do my LinkedIn Daily Habit Workshop, and I love LinkedIn, and I'm still going to be doing that because a lot of people have turned around to me and said, oh, so you're going to go back to coaching accountants now, are you? And you're not going to do LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It's a great platform. And my mission is to get people loving LinkedIn.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see. There's loads of questions coming in. So should we do some questions from the side? Is that
absolutely? Right? Yeah, of course. I mean, I've got a bunch of questions to ask you already, but yeah, no. So first question came in from Odessa. Who is your favorite Rapunzel?
So look, if I was going to choose a Rapunzel, right, it would be a Rapunzel with really short hair, not really long hair. So that was
context. Give some context.
But the thing is, I don't have any favorites, but yeah, it would be somebody with short hair, not long hair. So that would be quite radical, I think, if I was going to choose a Rapunzel.
For anybody who doesn't know what you're talking about, please explain what Odessa
All right, okay. So Odessa, she's a lovely friend and a supporter and helps me in loads of things. And she has recently chopped off 18 inches of her own hair to donate to the Little Princesses Trust. And she used to go under the moniker of Rapunzel on LinkedIn, and she's changed that now. But yeah, so yeah, it would be you, Odessa. Okay.
Now there's another question there from, is it Michael or Mikael? How do you increase the amount of your positive energy in your life, Ashley? And apologies if I got your name wrong, Michael.
That's a great question, Mikael. I think it is Mikael. I live by the sea.
He does.
don't I, Matt? And so yeah. so I walk past the sea every single day, Mikael. Look, I won't lie. I have days where I think, oh my goodness, what on earth is this going on about? Or why did someone say that? Or why has someone done that? And what I do is I reach behind me and I grab hold of that and I knock 7 bells out of my guitar. Or I just turn on some really loud music. So or go for a walk. I don't dwell. I don't stick at it. I just go and do something else. And so yeah. But I do have my down days, Mikael. But the thing is, right, my down day is like anybody else's normal day. And so and then my family turn around and go, "You're right, you're right, you're right." Like, well, no, can't I just have a normal day? No, but it's not right. It's not right. So yeah, that's it.
Sorry, Ash, I don't mean to jump on. I just know we've got loads to do. Izzy Rosenberg kind of asked the same question, so hopefully we've kind of got away with that. Izzy said, how do you manage to stay positive all the time? It is, Mikael. Thank you for coming up with that answer. Any work-life balance tips from Ashley, as he seems to have that sorted pretty well? That's from Stephen Gibbons. Any ideas on that one? Any life-work balance tips, Ashley?
Great question, Stephen. I love that. So do you work to live or do you live to work? And so whenever I was employed, I'd shut my laptop at the end of the day and that was it. And then that was playtime. But when it's your own business, can you do that? And that's what I've struggled with. And so when I set up this business, it's going to be a lifestyle business. It's going to be a business where I can do other things. And I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want a Porsche. I don't want to have a big mansion or anything. I want to get by, and I want to have time to play my guitars. I want to have time to do my guide dogs. I want to have time with the family. I want to have time to go paddleboarding. And more importantly, I want to spend time with my daughter and son-in-law and a grandson when they come and visit. And so I said, I'm going to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And that means having Mondays and Fridays off. And my wife turned around to me, oh, that's brilliant, Ash. So when you start then, we can do this on a Monday. And I said, well, when I start, I really need to put everything into it to build the business, to build the business up. And so we compromised on Friday afternoons. So I finish on a Friday lunchtime and then that's it. I've got my diary set. So you can book a slot with me any day you like by my link. And it's on LinkedIn. It's on my website. But it will only open up the diary in the morning because every afternoon I leave for important stuff. Or that doesn't come over very well, does it? So
well,
that really doesn't come over very well.
It depends how you balance that, doesn't it?
Well, no, because the thing is, right, is I know that I can give my time to anybody every morning. Okay, so that is important. That's going to grow the business. That's going to help people. That's going to do all the other things that I do. In the afternoon, however, if someone turns around to me, Ash, I really need to speak to you today. I really need to speak to you, blah, blah, blah. I will be able to squeeze them in this afternoon. Not a problem, except for today because I'm really busy. But that's my work-life balance. So every single morning, I work really, really hard, really, really flat out. And then the afternoons, if I choose to work, I can pull people in and have meetings, or I can work on the business, or I can go paddleboarding. Or do whatever else I want to do. So, and it's understanding the boundaries that I've set for myself and being strong. Hopefully that answers your question, Stephen. I'm
going to move on to Natasha's question. out of 10, how good are you at your own habits? And I'm just going to try and fix my lighting while you answer that question.
Oh, Tash, we've talked about this loads of times. I would go for a 9 because nobody can be perfect. Okay. But I think I'm doing a good job. One of my recent habits, and for a LinkedIn trainer, I'm not sure this is a good thing to stand up and say about, is I don't do LinkedIn at weekends. I come in, this is my shed, and I come in here first thing on a Saturday and Sunday morning because I just like a bit of time on my own. And I do a bit on LinkedIn and then I leave it. And I'm not doing anything on LinkedIn all weekend. And the first weekend I did that, I remember Tash messaging me and saying, but you're still going to have the demons wanting you to open it up. And she's right, I did. But this weekend, because I've been doing it a few weekends now, I wasn't bothered. You know, I'd be waiting for the kettle to boil and I'd quickly go in and, reply to a comment or quickly go in and message somebody. That is what I do now. So I drink plenty of water, but not when I'm being interviewed, and all those sorts of things. So yeah, I go to bed at the right time. So I think I'm definitely a 9 out of 10, but you're more than happy to come on and interview me and find out where I'm going wrong, Tash. But yeah, great question. Thank you.
Right, I'm asking for some quite succinct answers now because we've got very little time left. In fact, it's already 15 minutes. But this is a question I'm going to throw at you. Why did you leave a perfectly good job and set up Full Cup Coaching?
Right, say that again.
Why did you leave a perfectly good job and set up Full Cup Coaching?
That's a good question. Look, when you're working for somebody, there's things you've got to do, and there's things that, and so that is what you do every day. That's the job, right? And I've worked for lots of people in my time, and never really thought about setting up my own business because I've always been able to shut the laptop down. And I've worked with lots of people who I've helped to coach because they don't have the work-life balance. And so I never really thought about setting up my own business. But when I did all this charity thing earlier on in the year, and I have written about it and talked about it, especially on your podcast, that you know, I sort of like thought, well, maybe there is something I can do. And so I thought, right, now is the time to do it because we're not getting any younger. And I had so many lovely comments from people after doing the charity thing. I was sort of like, well, why not? Why not just give it a go? And so, yeah, that's why I set up Full Cup Coaching, because if not now, then it won't ever be. And you know, my wife is 100% behind me. And she said, look, you've just got to go for it, Ash. Look at all the good you did with the charity thing. And, you know, if you can do that, and that was within 3 weeks, that was with no money. And so, you know, with a little bit of time and a little bit of hard work, you'll be able to have a decent business. And you know, the signs are there that it is going to be a decent business, and I'm going to be very happy doing it.
You are going to knock it out of the park, my friend. I'm going to throw some more stuff at you now you're not expecting. I asked a few people that I think you know what they thought of you. Let me read it out to you. Odessa. Ashley is a ray of sunshine. When I say that, I mean that he fills the landscape with his energy, his ability to be vulnerable, and his capacity for love. He is always there with his time, praise, and attention to make your day a little bit brighter. Lorraine Stamp. Ashley's energy and smile are so infectious that it is impossible to be in miserable mood when you're with him. His smile literally lights up the room. I call him Mr. Motivator. 2 more. Natasha Jones, who is on the call today. Ash is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. He just so happens to be interested in habits as I am, which is what prompted me to sign up to his LinkedIn course. It was absolutely fantastic, and I've mentioned it to all my friends, clients, and contacts. And finally, your very good friend, Will Vine. I have played in a band with Ash for over 10 years. He has given nothing less than 110%, whether we have been playing to 200 people or 2 people, and that includes the bar staff. In the last year, he has inspired people from around the world to join him in raising a considerable sum of money for Young Lives versus Cancer, the charity who have helped my family through some very difficult times. In the last 6 months, he has set up his own wonderful business, encouraging others to reach their potential with their businesses. However, this all comes second to Ash just being a damn good friend. Ashley Leeds, that's for you, my friend.
No, I can't say anything to that, can I? Oh, bless you. Oh, that was lovely. Thank you, and thank you to those people that made those lovely comments. But yeah, I'm just being me. That's all I'm doing is just being me, and you know, and if I can help people to be them and be them their true, authentic selves, then I'm winning at life. So yeah, that's cool.
Should we go through a few more questions, or should we kind of jump ahead and maybe ask you a question towards the end?
There's no other questions coming through from anybody. Okay. We've overrun, and I know you've got an important place to be. It does feel a little. I like that.
Have you seen that? Yeah, what Natasha just wrote.
That's funny. That's funny. No, I just wanted to come on today just to, you know, if anyone's got any questions and they want to sort of like say, you know, what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what you're going to be doing and stuff like that. Hopefully we've answered them all. There's I think there's a couple of questions there. I've got an announcement to make because I love working with accountants, and my my anti-compete has stopped me from marketing and doing stuff like that. So I just want to share this with everybody, because on Wednesday I'm going to be starting a brand new show. It's going to be for just got to take that one off now. Where are we? Comments. Sorry, Natasha. And that one. Oh, blimey! So this is the training I didn't give you the other day on StreamYard. So I'm going to be doing a show every Wednesday. It's going to be 15 minutes for accountants and bookkeepers, and I'm going to be bringing on special people that are doing amazing things to help accountants get to where they want to be. And nothing brings me greater pleasure than to have Zoe and Joe on my very first show. They are two wonderful ladies that are doing an absolutely fantastic job for bookkeepers. And these are, you know, some of these bookkeepers have only just set up their business and they're not really sure what they're doing. And Zoe and Joe are doing an amazing job. So for them to be on my very first show is just brilliant. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Wednesdays. So all about the accountants.
What sort of time?
It's 12:30.
It is. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So yeah, 12:30 Wednesday lunchtime. Just 15 minutes, just a quick jump in, and there we go.
We've done 20. Finally, what tip would you give your 16-year-old self, Ashley? Come
on. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Just
Brilliant.
Get out there and do it, because you try and please all the people all the time, and I learned that long time ago that you can, and so just go out and do it. Yeah, that would be it.
I think this is an obvious question, probably through LinkedIn, but what's the best way for anybody watching the show today to actually get hold of you?
Phone me. No, obviously it's LinkedIn, isn't it, Matt?
I think it should be. It should be. But yeah, listen, Ashley, thank you from the bottom of my heart for asking me to do this. It's a real honor. I'm loving seeing you blossom. I'm loving seeing you free to do what you want to do now. There was a question I was going to ask about how you felt about the position you've been in. I mean, if you've got time, if you want to answer that, you were under a contract, you couldn't really, your wings were being withheld. Now they're free. Have you got anything you'd like to say to that person that you used to work for?
Well, look, it's thanks really for for giving me a job in the first place. But, at the end of the day, when you go for an interview, you're sort of like, am I good enough? You're questioning yourself all the time. We probably do it all the time in our lives. It's this big thing called imposter syndrome, and people that say, they don't have it, are either very arrogant or ignorant or whatever. I'm not sure what the words are, but we all worry about something that we're going to do. Am I going to get this job? And I've been for jobs where the interview process has been weeks long because you've had to do this and then do that, and jump through hoops and what have you, and not got the job. And then others you get. But so to give me a job in the first place is great, because you obviously believe in me. So thank you for that. Teaching me how to be a coach. Thank you for that. And then at the end of it all, when you sort of think, well, I can go and do this now. And then you realize that the anti-compete means you can't do certain things. You sort of think, well, thank you for that too. Because if I'd have just jumped straight out of my old job and done exactly what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing this show now with you, mate. And I wouldn't be a LinkedIn expert if you call me an expert. Thank you. Because I've gone out and I've done other things, and those 6 months has actually been the making of me. And so when I talk to people about, they say, I can't do this in business or whatever, and I go, no, I know you can, but we're going to try, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, because I couldn't do it. And I've got a real good story now to actually explain how you can overcome absolutely anything. So no, thank you.
Fantastic. That is a wonderful, wonderful answer. We better let people get back to their day jobs, I suppose, maybe lunch breaks. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Mikael. Thank you, Natasha, Adele, Heather, for all your comments. I know Ashley is very, very appreciative of it. And my friend, just keep knocking it out of the park. All right.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And look, thank you everybody for all your lovely comments, and for having a quick chat with everybody as well, Matt. That was touching. Thank you. And we will see you tomorrow. I have got, listen to this. Tomorrow, I have got the drummer, from Scritti Politti. There he is.
Wow.
He is a top guy. This guy, right, has reinvented himself, and he is the nicest guy you will ever meet, ever wish to meet. He really, really genuine superstar. And he doesn't ever talk about the old days. He talks about what he does, and he enables people just to have fun and stuff like that. So yeah, I am so looking forward to that. So thank you very much, Matt. It's been thank you very much. Have a great show. I will be listening in, and see you, everybody. Thanks very much indeed. Bye bye.
Cheers, Ash.